Good morning, children. We will continue with the second chapter, practice set 2.6. These are the word problem. Word problems in quadratic equation. What a quadratic equation? An equation which is in the second degree, highest index. In this there is only one variable, so don't get confused with the word problems of linear equation and quadratic equation. Here the relation will be around one variable only, whereas in the linear equation it will be around two variables. Okay, let's see. The first question: the product of Pragati's age 2 years ago and 3 years hence is 84. So all what they are talking about is Pragati's age before and after. So only one variable. Find her present age. So whatever we are supposed to find, we will consider that as x. So you will write that the present age of Pragati be x. 2 years ago, Pragati's age. 2 years ago. Now how much are you saying? X. So 2 years ago it will be x minus 2. 3 years hence it will be x plus 3. Okay. Now what is the condition given? Product of Pragati's age 2 years ago and 3 years hence. Product. 2 years ago it was x minus 2. Product means multiplication. 3 years hence it is x plus 3 is equal to 84. Open the bracket, you will get one equation. How do you open the bracket? Multiply x into x into 3, 2 into x, 2 into 3. Okay, this is how you open the bracket. And you will be getting a quadratic equation. Solve the equation either by formula method or by factorization method. Get the value of x. Question number 2. The sum of squares of two even consecutive natural numbers is 244. Find the numbers. Sum of squares of two even consecutive numbers. You have to find the numbers. We shall consider the small number as x. Okay. Now which will be the next even consecutive number? We consider 4 as a number. Which is the next consecutive even number? 6. What is the difference? You have to add 2 over there, right? So what will be the next number? Next number will be x plus 2. So you will write, let the small even number be x and the consecutive even natural number be x plus 2. According to the condition, sum means what? Plus. Okay. Squares of, square means x square, and which is the square of the other one? X plus 2 the whole square. Sum of squares of two even consecutive natural numbers is means equal to 244. Now you open the bracket. You know that this is x square plus. This is in which form? A plus b the whole square. A plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So you open in the same manner. A square means x square plus 2ab. 2 2s are 4. 4x plus b square. B square is 4 equal to 244. X square and x square you get 2x square plus 4x plus 4. This you bring it over here, you will have minus 244 is equal to 0. That is 2x square plus 4x minus 240 is equal to 0. You can divide throughout by 2 and you will get an equation. Solve the equation and you will get the answer. Okay. Question number 3. In the orange garden of Mr. Madhusudan, there are 150 orange trees. The number of trees in each row is 5 more than that in each column. Find the number of trees in each row and each column with the help of the flowchart. So what are you supposed to find out? Find the number of trees in each row as well as in each column. So what shall we consider as x? For that they are given you one hint just above the statement. The number of trees in each row is 5 more than each column. So which is small over there? The number of trees in each column. So we shall consider that as x. Okay. So the first step, it is written over there. Number of trees in each column is x. Therefore number of trees in each row will be x plus 5. Altogether there are how many? 150. So how will the equation be? It is like there are 10 rows and each row there are 15 girls. Okay. Altogether how many girls are there? You will multiply these two. Okay. Similarly here there are x columns and x plus 5 rows. Altogether there are 150. This is according to the condition. Now you must open the bracket. You will have x square plus 5x minus, bring the 150 this side, so minus 150 is equal to 0. This will be a quadratic equation. Solve it, you will get the answer. Okay. Next one. Vivek is older than Kishore by 5 years. Vivek is older than Kishore. Okay. So who is small over there? Kishore. The sum of the reciprocal of their ages is 1/6. Find their present age. So what do we consider as x? Present age. Whosoever is small. Who is small over here? Kishore. So you write over there that Kishore's age be x. Therefore Vivek's age will be x plus 5. According to the given condition. Now what is the condition? The sum of the reciprocals of their age. What were the age? X and x plus 5. Sum means plus. Sum of reciprocal. Reciprocal means upside down. So that is 1/x plus 1/x plus 5 is equal to sum of the reciprocals of their age is 1/6. This is equal to 1/6. Now you have to solve this and get the value of x. How do we solve it? We can see the denominators over here. Find the LCM. Now how do you find LCM? Multiply these two together. So you will multiply this over here to this numerator. That is x plus 5 plus this comes over here. X upon x into x plus 5 is equal to 1/6. X and x you will get 2x plus 5 upon x into x plus 5 is equal to 1/6. Cross multiply then. When you cross multiply, what do you get? 6 into, it is in bracket, okay, 2x plus 5 is equal to, this numerator goes over there, x into x plus 5, open the bracket, 12x plus 5 6 are 30 equal to x square plus 5x. Arrange the terms. So I am taking everything on the other side. So I will have x square plus 5x. Taking this on the other side, I will have minus 12x minus 30 is equal to 0. That is x square plus, when the signs are different, subtract the number. So you have 7. Put the sign of the greater number. Minus 7x minus 30 is equal to 0. So this is your equation. Solve it and get the value of x. Next one. Suyash scored 10 marks more in second test than in the first. 5 times the score of the second test is the same as square of the score in the first test. Find the score in the first test. What are we supposed to find out? Find the score in the first test. So let the score in the first test be x. So the score in the first test be x. What is the condition given for second? Scored 10 marks more in the second than in the first. So in the second he scored 10 more. 10 more means plus 10. Okay? Write the statements. Now, according to the given condition, what is the given condition? 5 times the score of the second test. This is the second test. 5 times means 5 multiplied by 5 times the score of second test is the same as, is same means equal to, okay, same as the score in the first test. What is square of the first test? First test was x square means this. Now you open the bracket, 5x plus 50 is equal to x square. Arrange the terms one side. Get x square, take everything on the other side. Minus 5x minus 50 is equal to 0. Solve it, get the value of x. Question number 6. Mr. Kasam runs a small business of making earthen pots. He makes certain number of pots on daily basis. Production cost for each pot is rupees 40 more than 10 times total number of pots he makes in one day. If production cost of all pots per day is rupees 600, find the production cost of one pot and the number of pots he makes per day. What shall we consider as x? What are we supposed to find out? We have to find out production cost of one pot and the number of pots he makes per day. So one is production cost and the other one is number of pots. So what shall we consider as x? Look above and see what connection they have given. Production cost of each pot is 40 rupees more than 10 times the number of pots. So what should we consider as x? Number of pots he makes per day. So write the first statement. Let the number of pots made each day be x. Therefore, next one, cost of each pot equal to, the production is, number of pots is x. So the cost of each pot, what is the relation given over there? 40 rupees more. 40 rupees more means, what is mean of 40 rupees more? Plus 40. 40 rupees more plus 40. Then 10 times total number of pots. Number of pots is x. 10 times means 10x. This is the cost. Okay, this is the cost. I read again. Production cost of each pot is 40 more, that is plus 10, then 10 times the number of pots, that is 10x. So this is the cost of each pot. This is the number of pots. Now, what is the condition given to you? If the production cost of all pots per day is 600, the entire cost per day is 600. Means these are the so many pots he is making and this is the cost of 1. Number of pots are x. This is the cost of 1. Therefore, according to the given condition, number of pots into the cost of pots is equal to 600. This is like you are making pens. You have a factory, you are making pens. How many pens do you make each day? You make X number. Okay, you are making 10 pen in each day. What is the cost of one pen? Cost of one pen, you are making 10 pens per day. Cost of one pen making is 10. Okay, so altogether, how much are you getting per day? What will be the cost for the entire day? 10 into 10. That is a multiplication. That is what you have written over here. Okay, number of pots are x. Cost of each pot is 10x plus 40. So the entire cost per day is 600. How do you get it? By multiplying. So what do you get over here? Open the bracket. 10x square plus 40x, bring 600 over here. So you get minus 600 is equal to 0. You can divide throughout by 10 and you will get the equation and get the answer for x. Now it is asked for cost. Therefore you have to also consider. In all these cases you have to consider whether it is a number, natural number, cost. Because this cannot be minus. So you have to choose which is the correct answer. Question number 7. Pratik takes 8 hours to travel 36 km downstream and return to the same spot. To understand this question, it is like you have a river. A river is coming down. Okay. Now Pratik takes 8 hours. It is a river flowing down. Okay. Now we are coming in a boat. He is coming down with a boat. Okay. He started from here. and it took him 36 kilometers to come and to go back. This is together it is 36 kilometers. And how long he took it? 8 hours. He took 8 hours to come from here downstream, and then he went back to the same spot. I suppose the question is clear. Suppose this is a river. He is coming by a boat. He had taken 8 hours to come from here and return to the spot. 8 hours. Now how many kilometers it is? 36 kilometers come and go back. Altogether it is 36 kilometers. Now what is asked to us? Now the speed of the boat in still water is 12 km per hour. Find the speed of water current. Now whatever we are asked to find out, let that be x. The speed of water current be x. And the speed in still water is 12 km per hour. Now you should understand one thing. When the boat is coming down, the current in the water is x. Okay, speed of the boat is 12. Now when you are coming down, if you are going down in a river, which is easier for you to go down or to go up? If it is down, it is simple. So it will be added. The speed of the boat and the water current will be added. But if you are going back, when it is going upstream, the speed of the boat and the water current, it is going against the water current. The speed of the boat, according to the water current, it will be less. Okay. Now, how do we write the answer? You take the steps for it. Let the speed of the river be x. The speed of the boat in still water is 12 km. Speed downstream. The speed downstream will be 12 plus x. Speed downstream will be 12 plus x, and the speed upstream will be 12 minus x. And the speed upstream will be 12 minus x. Now, how much time he has taken? We are given together in time. Again it is speed, time, distance. The formula you know that. Speed is equal to distance upon time. Now we are given 8 km. So we will consider that in time. Time is equal to distance upon speed. Now according to the given condition, how long he has taken to reach over there? 8 hours. Equal to, what is the distance? 36 kilometers. Okay, downstream. Downstream it is 12 plus x, and upstream plus, what is upstream? Upstream you have 36 upon 12 minus x. Altogether it is 36 kilometer. He has taken 8 hours to come downstream and to go upstream. So according to the given condition, in 8 hours, 36. What is the relation that we have? Speed is equal to distance upon time. So time is equal to distance upon speed. What is the distance? 36 km. So we have 36 upon 12 plus x. And you have 36 upon 12 minus x. You have to solve this and you get the answer. Just look at it and see if you have understood it. Okay. Now to solve, we will take this 36 common. So we will have 8 is equal to 36 bracket 1 upon 12 plus x plus 1 upon 12 minus x. Bring the 36 this side. So we will have 8 upon 36 is equal to 1 upon 12 plus x plus 1 upon 12 minus x. We can cancel 8 and 36. Something is cancelled. That will do later. 8 upon 36, that is equal to, we find the LCM, 12 plus x into 12 minus x. Okay. So when you multiply, you have 12 minus x plus 12 plus x upon 12 plus x into 12 minus x, a plus b into a minus b form. So you will have, okay, 12 plus x into 12 minus x. Okay. X and x get cancelled over here. This side you have 8 upon 36. Top what do you have? 12 plus 12, 24 upon. This is a plus b into a minus b. You will have a square minus b square. Let's go through and see if it is clear to everyone. Okay. Now what do we have to do? There is something that will get cancelled over here. What goes common? 2. So you will have 4. No, 4 is common. So you will have 2 upon 9 is equal to 24 upon 12 square minus x square. Cross multiply it. Okay, so what do you have? 2 into 12 square minus x square equal to 24 into 9. Now you open the bracket. 12 square, I suppose you know the squares, okay? Open the bracket, you will get the equation, solve the equation, get the value of x. I suppose you have solved it. We will go for the next one, that is question number 8. Pindu takes 6 days more than those of Nishu to complete certain work. If they work together, they finish it in 4 days. How many days will it take to complete the work if they work alone? That means each one. Suppose I have a book. I take 5 days to complete reading this book. So in one day, how much will I read? I will be reading 1 upon 5 because I take altogether 5 days. So in one day, how much I read? 1 upon 5. Okay. Now, what shall we find? X. What shall we find? Nishu. How many days would it take to complete if they work alone? So if let Nishu work alone, he will take X days. Therefore, Pindu will be taking 6 days more than Nishu. That will be X plus 6. So you will write over there, let the days taken by Nishu is X. Therefore, Pindu is X plus 6. Now, in one day, how much work Nishu will do? Nishu is taking X days. So, in one day, how much will do? 1 upon X. Pindu is taking X plus 6. So, how much he will complete in one day? One day, X plus 6. Okay. Altogether, what is they are telling us? They are saying they will take it in 4 days. So, in one day, how much work they will complete? In one day, the work will be completed will be 1 upon 4. So, what will be the conditions that you have to write? The number of days Nishu take is X. Therefore, Pindu will be X plus 6. The work done in one day by Nishu will be 1 upon X. And by Pindu will be 1 upon X plus 6. Okay. Then, according to the given condition, 1 plus X plus 1 upon X plus 6 is equal to 1 upon 4. This is the amount of work they will complete in one day. Again, you have to find the LCM. Multiply this over here. You will have X plus 6 plus X upon X into X plus 6 is equal to 1 upon 4. Cross multiply it. X and X you will get 2X. Okay. So when you cross multiply, I think by now you know how to cross multiply it. This will go over here. This will come over here. Reduce the equation and you will get a value of X. Question number 9. If 460 is divided by a natural number, 460 is divided by a natural number, quotient is 6 more than 5 times the divisor. Okay, you have a dividend. Now, you know how do we get it? The dividend is equal to, you know that dividend is equal to divisor multiplied by quotient plus the remainder. Dividend is given to you. How much is the dividend? Dividend is given to you as 460. Remainder is 1. Okay. Now, you don't know the divisor and the quotient. That is what you have to find out. What will you find out as, what will you consider as X? What is given to you? Quotient is 6 more than 5 times the divisor. So, let the divisor be X. Divisor is X. Then, how much will your quotient be? What is the condition? 6 more than 5 times. 6 more means plus 6. Then 5 times. 5 times means 5x. So, this is your quotient. Okay. So, you will be writing, let the divisor be x. Therefore, the quotient will be 5x plus 6. Then according to the given condition, you will have 460 is equal to x into 5x plus 6 plus 1. That is equal to, open the bracket, you will have 5x square plus 6x plus 1. Take the 460 the other side, so you will have 5x square plus 6x plus 1 minus 460 is equal to 0. Reduce it, solve it, you will get the value of divisor and the quotient. Okay. The next one, you are given a trapezium over there. Look at the diagram that is given to you over there. You have to fill in the other boxes on the next page. I think it is okay. You will be able to do, I suppose. So I leave this for your homework. Problem set we have done till question number 7. I suppose till here it is clear to you. The remaining questions we shall do in the next class. Okay.